How can technology help us see more deeply into the past? At UNT, I work on two main things: the expansion of the American South into the West and developing new digital tools for research and scholarship. Well, the big change in history in the last 20 years has been the mass digitization of resources. What it used to be as a problem for us was just trying to get access to information. But with the explosion of digital archives and sources, now we have access to millions and millions of documents, which is great, but it kind of causes a new problem, which is, what do you do with too much information? Take, for example, the writings of someone like Stephen F. Austin, who has about 2,183 letters in his collection. So to try to understand Austin, we built a big database of all of his writings. And we went through and we transcribed, which means we made a copy, a digital copy of all of his letters. And then we went in and we tagged everything that was important in there. So once we have all that in the database, what we try to do is find different ways to basically turn the information around digitally, to see it in 3 dimensions. So if you search Austin's letters for slavery, you get some results back, and you can map the geography of where the letters are coming from and where they're going to. You can map all the different language patterns and identify what he's talking about in terms of the people he names the most, the topics he talks about the most, and you can dive more deeply into different aspects of what Austin wrote about to try to see big patterns spread across the entire collection. One of the most innovative things that we did was try something called sentiment analysis. What allows you to do is see an emotional index over time of how Stephen F. Austin, basically how grumpy he was at any particular time in the collection. Historians have long known that he got into a depression in the 1830s, but I don't think we've appreciated that he was pretty grumpy most of the time. Well, understanding Austin is really important because all of us are deluged with digital information in the modern day. And so using these kinds of new tools and technologies gives us deeper windows into the past and to the human experience, and helps us therefore understand the modern landscape that we live with today. Thanks for joining me today in the lab, and check out the playlist in the description to see more videos from the lab, and hit that subscribe button.